Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Judicials, taking on a team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Judicials offense will go to work first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Judicials will punt it away on 4th down. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Pittsburgh's offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Under fire. That's caught. It's gone. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First down here for the offense.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job on it.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Running behind that left side. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. That's caught. It's gone. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Panthers are marching down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. from the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. At the 35, he's loose. Quick step and go. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. The Judicials, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the fullback. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
The give to the back. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Pitt.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Leaves it with the running back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of...
Finds a spot in the middle. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Judicials. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll leave it with the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Now this offense is back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Finding an escape route. Picks up the first down. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the run, it's O'Neal. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Judicials will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Caught in the backfield, it's gone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. to the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. The Judicials will punt this one away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. On the run, it's Goff. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
They had a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Fullback's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Panthers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
Stop is made at the 22, a 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. Quarterback making adjustments. On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
It's just so nice to have a signal ball who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think...
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Judicials line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Plenty want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This time it's complete. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Turner. Got some. Elevates over his man. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense going all in to stop the run. He wants to change this route. Touchdown, Panther! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Judicials in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Bring in the heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly out to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Grab near the marker. It's Smith. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Judicials will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. There he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pitt. Well, let's count them up. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Now the toss. Touchdown, Panthers. Great job by the back on the option.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Gets the back moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Here we go. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal.
Wildcat, Wildcat. Blue 30. Blue 30.
Give to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
There's an old school play you don't see very often anymore. Who's to say that fullbacks are dinosaurs today in college football? They turn around, they hand it off to the big fella, and he pays it off with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's O'Neal.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half if they keep giving him the football.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Dropping back, it's Gibbs. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking for a huge play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
And Reese, we know the fullback's job. He's in there to block consistently, so it's a nice job by the offense, slipping him out of the backfield, throwing him a bone. He catches it, does the rest, and gets it to the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tank.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the judicial send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Back to pass, it's Gibbs. Wide open downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming. So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. The pitch. Touchdown, Pitt! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Able to run it out to the 28 on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On the move. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
And the Judicials come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's made.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll ride his man on the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. They'll leave it with him. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that, a little rub their nose in it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Gibbs. Quickly complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Third down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field. Make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big first down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Graves. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Judicials. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Number 16.
You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And, Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated.
Turning it on!
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Looking for space. It's made.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
He'll keep it himself. He'll toss it.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Judicials decide to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the...
It's a seam wide open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.